Hello, it is Saturday, May 18th, 2024. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Saturday crossword, so it may well be the trickiest puzzle of the week. It's certainly a themeless crossword, the second of two themeless for the week. And this themeless, potentially tricky edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Josh Lucas, Alex, and as always, the indomitable Showmaster and the ineffable Josh Bordeaux. So thank you so much to those four. They're benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, which means they support this series. They sustain this channel day in, day out. For that, I'm very grateful. And as I am to everybody who backs the channel via the Patreon campaign. And if you'd like to do so, you can head over to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link, and you'll find there all of the bonus videos available to patrons and for benefactors, like before I mentioned, the Let's Check the Crosses official mug. Thanks so much to everybody who does participate in that. And thanks as well if you subscribe to the channel on YouTube, which is also a big help. There's finally, as well, the Daily Solve Discord chat server, which you can join, a nice friendly chat community, whose link is in the description field as well. Let's check it out. All right, let's get on to today's potentially tricky Saturday crossword by Adrian Johnson, who's constructed around half a dozen puzzles for the New York Times, and it was edited, once again, by Joel Faliano. Let's start solving. Oh, wow. This is an incredibly open and airy grid. Look at that. We've got, I think these are called triple stacks, when you have three grid-spanning answers on top of one another in this way. I think that's what that's called. I'm not actually incredibly familiar with crossword lingo, but I believe something like that is a phrase. Anyway, let's see if I can get any of them. Where you might shop for the sheer fun of it. The sheer fun of it. Is sheer maybe indicating lingerie or something, maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure. No more fooling around. Get down to business. I mean, the problem is there's so many ways you could fill these answers because they're long, obviously. Oops. Reprimand, to take to task. It's not long enough to castigate. I don't know. Let's look at these just to see. Andre Agassi, e.g. He was was a very successful tennis player. I don't know. Maybe it was some sort of champion? Something open champion? No, I don't know. A wedding couple might be seen on one. Wedding couple might be seen on one. Boy, I don't know. I'm speechless. There are no words. That could be the answer. There are no words. I'm speechless. Let's look at the downs and see if I can get anything. Raise. Erect, maybe to raise a building would be to erect it. There's probably other possibilities. Portrayer of Mrs. Witch in 2018's A Wrinkle in Time. I didn't actually see this. I'm not sure. Although, in 5 letters ending with an H, I wonder if it's Oprah. Because I do sort of vaguely remember seeing trailers for this. Let's look at this. Colorful celebration of spring. Colorful celebration. A rose? I don't know. I'm not sure. It's not really, a rose isn't really a celebration. It's more of a, I don't know, signifier or side effect or something. Time out. I don't know. Blank beauty, inner beauty maybe? Does that help with this? Or outer, I guess it could be. Colorful celebration of spring. Oh, Holly, the celebration, the sort of festival, that could be it. That is colorful, certainly. Well, let's look at this. Raise. Hoist, like hoist a flag. Okay, goes first. Opens. So you open for somebody in a, billing for a show or something. You play before they do. Time out. A lapse, maybe? Sure, no, this must be opens. Andre Agassi, e.g. Is he Iranian? I don't know. I'm not sure what the answer to this is. Let's see. One might display a menu. Oh, a site, a website. Could have a like a drop-down menu, something like that. Okay, so wedding couple might be seen on one. Save. Yes, okay, so what is this? Leave, time out. Yeah. If you ask for leave from work, you're asking for time out of work. I think it basically works. There's probably a cleaner way to use that makes the match a little bit tighter, but I think it works. So wedding couple might be seen on a save the date card, maybe? Remote button abbreviation. Rewind is a button that you could have on a remote control. So you confess. Aha. Yes, okay. So Andre Agassi must be Iranian or of Iranian descent. Okay, so cross state lines, question mark. Oh, invade maybe? That could be it. And you see the question mark there indicating some kind of pun going on. So obviously this wouldn't be the first thing you'd think of as you read that phrase. But in a punny sort of way, you could read it that way. Okay, so what is this? Iranian... Oh, Iranian American. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, fair enough. I think I was too young when Andre Agassi was in his prime to know very much about him. I just sort of remember his name as a very famous tennis player. Spanish opposite of pobre. Rico for rich as opposed to pobre for poor, I would think. So hotel room amenity could be... what is it? Not sure. Certain drag racer. Something car. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's obviously a car, referring to drag racing in cars. Sobriquet behind 154 sonnets. The Bard? Shakespeare often referred to as the Bard or the Bard of Avon, and also known for his sonnets. So that's probably the sobriquet in question here. I think that's probably right. And then hotel room amenity is, what is this? Not a ruby. That would be very odd. Is Rico wrong? I wouldn't have thought so. What about this? Disperses, spends money. Oops. Oh, robe. Yes. Okay. Robes are often hanging in hotel rooms. Okay. So the certain drag racer, still don't know. Here we have shill for informally as represent someone, shill for them, sort of advocate for or sell things on their behalf. Official administrations, I'm not sure. Largest city on the Pacific coast of the Americas. I'm not sure offhand. I assume it'll be in South America, but I don't know off the top of my head. Okay, make toast. To make toast. So it could be to make someone toast in the sense of to put them in danger or to eliminate them. It could be because of the question mark pun indicator. If you say you're toast in that sense. Unlikely socializer. Unlikely socializer. So someone who's not very social normally, or someone who's withdrawn, or I don't know. Like some scotch. I assume this means Scotch whiskey. Not sure about this either. Okay, fall over. Boy, I don't know. Was selected to face as in a tournament. So she was selected to face him. I don't know. I can't think what it is. Oh, this is a shame. Maybe invade is wrong. I don't know. Crowd energizer at a hip hop concert. Hype man. There we go. So was selected to face. Oh, can't see it. Have because of. If you have something because of someone, you owe it to them. So then, maybe invade is wrong. Okay, so what about this? Was selected to face as in a tournament. Drew. Right. Okay. Yes, you drew this opponent. You were selected to face this opponent. That's it. So what is cross state lines, in fact? Cross state lines. Tirade? In the sense of, if you're cross, you're angry, and if you state lines, you express something, you say something. But I don't see that I don't think the part of speech matches, so I don't think it's that. I don't know. Well, removing invade did help with this, because like some scotch, I wanted it to be peaty, because that strong peat flavor and aroma is very much associated with Scott. So I think this is tirade. So how does this work? Cross state lines. Oh, it's not state as in say. It's state as in you're in a cross state. You're in an angry state. You're angry, and these are the lines from that cross state. This is your tirade. That's very, very clever. That's very cleverly written, and very well camouflaged. Well, very well done, Adrian Johnson. I like that clue a lot. Okay, anyway, fall over. Don't know. Cowpoke's friend, a partner, probably. Like this in kind of Old West lingo. Let's see, fall over. Okay, I was thinking tripod when I looked at this before, but I couldn't think why it would be the case. Fall over. Don't know. Don't quite get that one. Chop house choice. A steak, a particular cut, I assume. Filet? Yeah, probably filet. Okay. Uh-oh, gulp, you might say, and then well, you might vocalize or express. So the brackets indicate that we're not looking for a synonym of uh-oh, we're looking for, something you might say or do or sound that has the same sort of meaning. So a obvious gulp is an example of that. Exalt, to exalt something would be to promote it, to talk up, maybe? Many a character in the 2018 animated film Smallfoot. Oh, I don't know. I kind of vaguely remember this coming out. I don't even know. I mean, animals, I guess, probably, but I don't know. Okay. I'm going to delete this because I don't know. Laughs at, scoffs at someone? That could be it. So what about this? Exalt, puff up, maybe. Does that help with this? Many a character. I don't know. The Man Who Fell to Earth director, 1976. Nicholas Roeg. Okay, well, there we go. That's definitely something I can put in, and that does suggest scoffs might be right. So, is it not puff up? Where Steve Jobs first worked after college. I think he actually worked for Atari. That's a funny thing. Okay, so this isn't puff up. Exalt. And filet looks right. What is going on around here? I just don't have it. Nun's habit, ? So obviously habit can mean a tendency or a practice, but it could also mean a garment, often associated with nuns. So which do I think is more likely? The problem is that I could imagine either of these being the sort of pun version, and I don't know which it is. Okay, what about this? Turkish inns, imarets? I think that's a sort of Turkish inn, an emirate. What about this? Only U.S. state with a unicameral legislature. Is it Delaware? I think it might be. I think there's something about... No, maybe not. I was going to try and connect that to the fact that all the corporations are registered in Delaware and something about the sort of straightforwardness of the legal regime in that state, but I think that's probably completely irrelevant, and it's probably not. It's not. Yeah, I think I'm going out on a limb with that. Singer Brendan, who fronted Panic at the Disco. I don't really know this band, to be honest, and I don't know the name of its singer. Reprimand. Okay, yeah, we're back into the long answers there. Its wool is the world's rarest natural fiber. Interesting. Alpaca. Oh, I don't know if that's right, by the way. I'm just trying it because it fits. No more fooling around. Maybe imarets is wrong. I might have gotten that wrong. No more fooling around. Or alpaca could be wrong as well, because this LM looks... No more fooling around. Well, I'm more confident about imarets than alpaca, because imarets actually are, I do basically know are Turkish inns, whereas alpaca was just kind of a guess because of that A on the end. Oh, and actually... C with alpaca. I can't think of a U.S. state that would start CE and then have another letter. So what could it be? It could be Delaware. It could be, what else would have an E in the middle? Nebraska. Could be Tennessee, maybe. Well, I think Tennessee usually has 4 letters to ENN. Could be Vermont. Okay, there are too many possibilities. I don't know. Start of a 1950s political slogan. I think in U.S. politics, I like Ike is a fairly famous slogan promoting Dwight D. Eisenhower. So I bet that's the answer. Morales of the Mission Impossible franchise. Oh, there's an Isai Morales, I think. Is it? Yeah. If you'd asked me without the I like, I might have remembered Esau, E-S-A-U, but I'm pretty confident about I'd like. And this does look, now that I've actually typed it in, it looks, I think, possibly right. Printing shortcut, Control P on a Windows computer anyway. That's the shortcut to print something. Hit the heck out of the ball. Something it, presumably. Groups that rarely meet in the summer, so PTA's parent-teacher associations, I would think. And then blank Okafor, 2004 to 5 NBA Rookie of the Year. Unsurprisingly, I do not know. Spots for berets, so it could be têtes, so heads in French. So beret, I think the fact that the accent is included in beret suggests that we're using the French version of the word here and not the loan word into English without that's been adopted sort of without the accent. And so that suggests the answer will be in French as well. So we're spelling heads, but in French. Okay, so what about this? Where you might shop for the sheer fun of it. For the sheer... Oh, it was lingerie. I was right about that. But I was thinking of just putting a generic term in, but it's specifically Victoria's Secret, which of course is a retailer that sells lingerie. Okay, well, there we go. I'm pleased with my intuition, but it's a shame I didn't think any further ahead with that one. Hit the heck out of the ball. Ran? I don't know what this is. Okay, what about these? No more fooling around. Something time. Well, what about this one? Its wool is the world's rarest natural fiber. With that V, that should be helpful, right? There's something like Vicana or something. That's an animal with wool. I could be misremembering one or more of the specific letters. There is an animal like that. Singer Brendan. Okay, I don't know that. That would make this probably Nebraska. And then nun's habit. If this were a bee, something back, nun's habit. Clap back. I don't know why that would be the answer. Many a character. Okay, what about this? Reprimand. I don't know. Related thing. A related thing is a... okay, I don't know. I don't know if this is... I don't know if any of this is right. I think it's close. The world's most famous unknown artist per Lenin. Not unknown to solvers of the New York Times crossword. It's Yoko Ono, the official female solo artist of the New York Times crossword. There we go. Okay, so no more fooling around. Something this time? I'm serious this time? No, that would kill Ono anyway. I mean it this time. That's what it is. There we go. Very good. Okay, so then what about this short answer? Proofreading disclaimer. Yes, sick. So SIC, you'd write this to indicate that the error that you've transcribed, spelling error or something, or factual error, was present in the original text and is not, it's been included intentionally for accuracy to the text. Hit the heck out of the ball. Rip it. That would make sense. Okay, so what's this? Carpet? Reprimand. Emeka. Okay, this must be Emeka or Mika Okafor. Unsurprisingly, I don't know sports names. Reprimand. Yeah, there's something. There is a phrase that means reprimand that has carpet in it, but for some reason I can't think of what it is. That's very irritating. Biblical coins. Shekels? Probably. Go after. To go after someone is to track them or to, it could be go after as in get angry. It could be, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Use a finger bowl to rinse your fingers. PC support squads. IT crews, IT teams, maybe? Yeah, something on the carpet. That'll be it. PC support squad, so probably is IT teams. Go after something is to seek it. Great. A nearly 40-foot tall statue of her once stood within the Parthenon. There we go. Athena, the goddess of wisdom. Okay, if someone... Oh, no. Well, okay, I was thinking if someone wasn't upstanding, as in wasn't sort of morally upright, but I think this means physically, if something wasn't upstanding, it leaned to the side. Like the Tower of Pisa. Exalt. To lift up, to exalt someone, to lift them up. Okay, that's what it is. And then... Blacksmith turned agricultural magnate of the 19th century. Interesting. Who is this? Deere, maybe? John Deere was... Manufacturer of farm equipment. That would make sense. Agricultural mandate. And it would make sense, I suppose, that a blacksmith would create, tools for agricultural. Oh, did I say architectural? I meant agricultural purposes. Anyway, 76% of U.S. governors in 2024, a record low. Males. Wow, fascinating that it's that high and still a record low. I suppose not incredibly shocking, but it's still interesting. Okay, the Lord of the Rings antagonist. Lord of the Rings Sauron is the diabolical kind of antagonist force in Lord of the Rings. Prepare to cook sous vide, perhaps. We'd seal food in a bag in order to cook it, sous vide, cook it in a temperature-controlled water bath. Okay, Lima maybe is the largest city on the Pacific coast of the Americas. I'd believe that. Let's see if that holds. To make toast. Okay, yes. So I was right that it means to destroy or eliminate someone, or in this case, to ruin them, to make them toast. And then an unlikely socializer, a hermit, of course, would remain to themselves, be unlikely to socialize. Certain drag racer is a nitro car. Okay, I don't even know what that means, but some kind of turbo mechanism or something. Anyway, that must be the answer. And then official administrations are, I see. So if you administer an oath to someone, for instance, in an official capacity. So that's what's going on there. Okay, so this probably is Nebraska. To reprimand someone. Oh, call on the carpet. Is that what the phrase is? I think that might be right. And then related thing is a tale, right? Related not in the sense of being related to somebody as being kin or family, but rather something you relate to, something you tell someone, you speak aloud, would be a tale. Okay, great. What about this? Nun's habit. Oh, celibacy. Right. So nuns are in the habit of being celibate. So it is habit in the sense of a practice or a tendency. I mean, in this case, it's stronger than that. It's not just a habit, it's a vow. But obviously, for the purpose of this punny clue, we're using this punny habit word. So anyway, this is Nebraska. And then, Yeti. Yeti. Okay, so Smallfoot is about Yetis, I guess. I did not remember that at all, but it must be the answer. And no, I have something wrong. What a shame. Okay, I'm just going to see if I can run through this quickly because there aren't very many answers in this puzzle. I mean it this time. Call on the car. Call. That's probably right. Singer Brendan Air. Oh. No, celibacy is spelled that way. Oh, maybe Vicana is wrong. Is it Vicuna? Yeah, okay. I thought there was a chance that I might have some of this animal wrong because I was only vaguely remembering it. And I should have remembered, yes, that was the clue. I should go back and check later. And then, of course, it crossed. The letter I got wrong was exactly the one with the crossing answer that I was completely ill-equipped to recognize. So I don't know this singer, Brendan Urie, but there we go. That's always a danger, obviously, when you're crossing things like that you don't know. But that was the Saturday crossword. Very nice construction, very clean grid, incredibly open-ended, open air grid, which I always do enjoy. And nice double, triple stacks, I think. And some really nice clues. What was the one I particularly enjoyed? Let's see. Can't quite remember what it was. Oh, it was this. It was cross state lines, tirade. That's incredibly clever. Very, very, very clever clue. And then, this wasn't tripod. It was trip on. To fall over something would be to trip on it. Okay, that makes sense. It wasn't tripod. Okay, well, good. There we go. That was the Saturday crossword, second of two themeless puzzles for the week. Not brutally difficult as far as Saturday goes, but certainly tougher than yesterday's Friday crossword, which we would expect. Let me know how you fared with this one in the comments or the Daily Solve Discord chat server. Always curious. But with that, I will leave you. I'll be back tomorrow with the Sunday edition of the crossword. Will be a bigger and themed grid. So join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Saturday. Take care.